What's good, YouTube? LTH back at you with a third video today. Yeah, I know. You know, first two videos, the first one I did was the Texans versus Chargers preview, followed by the Buckeyes and Longhorns recap of the Cotton Bowl, and now the opponents of the 2025-2026 Houston Texans, which has officially been announced. And not to mention, the Texans will be playing the NFC West this upcoming season, with the 49ers and Cardinals coming to town while having to travel to LA and Seattle. While on the road, the Texans have to go back to KC once again, which I'm in Baltimore, which I'm not mad at because, again, they got to prove that they can beat both KC and Baltimore, the teams that they had trouble beating consistently. Now, Buffalo is coming back to Houston. Buffalo is coming back to Houston while the Texans have to play the AFC West next year. And, of course, the AFC South opponents got to play them twice a year. And an extra opponent is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who will also be making a return to Houston. How last time they met, these two teams put up an instant classic. Just like, Buffalo. Fairbairn kicked a long field goal that which looked like it was going to be missed, but ended up going through with the winning field goal to beat Josh Allen and the Bills before they got hot, when they acquired Amari Cooper. And, of course, Denver's also coming back to Houston. Last time they met, Jimmy Ward picked it off to win the game. But this time it's going to be different. Bo Nix up against Stroud. It's going to be a fun matchup. But my biggest non-conference matchup that I'm looking forward to the most, of course, the San Francisco 49ers. Since they'll be coming to Houston this year, I got to try to go to that game for sure on the road. I mean, not in Houston. Yeah, I know Niner Faithful, there are Niner Faithful fans in Houston and from Houston, by the way, truth be told. But, hey, I'm looking forward to that matchup in 25. While the road matchup, I'm looking forward to the most, that's not in the AFC South is, of course, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. Only because that they both Ravens and Chiefs been the throne to the Texans consistently. And, of course, next to the 49ers is the home match I'm looking forward to the most is, the Bills and the Broncos. It's just gonna be determined to who Texans face week 1 in 2025. And if I was to predict who would the opponent be for week 1, at home, the opponent for week 1, if it was to be at home, it will be against, one of the 5 opponents if it was home week 1 home opener, it will be out of, let's say the Broncos, Titans, Buffalo, Raiders, or Colts. Honorable mention, Arizona Cardinals. But if it was to be open the season on the road, I wouldn't mind it being Baltimore once again. Baltimore or KC. Hell, even the Seahawks. But like I say, the schedule comes out this after the NFL draft, so that I'll be looking forward to for sure. Just like the off season, along with free agency and the NFL draft. But I say that the schedule won't be as tough as this year's schedule, but don't let the schedules fool you, because there are some teams on the schedule that's gonna improve, and there are some teams on the schedule that's gonna regress. even though there's no telling which team that the Texans played are going to improve or regress. But, I can't be too mad about the next season's opponents of the Texans. I mean, the toughest one at home will be the 49ers. And, of course, the toughest one is, both Kansas City and Baltimore. So, and of course, the Broncos going to be pretty tough in Buffalo. But like I said, ain't no telling which teams Texans opponents for 25 are going to regress or which team Texans opponents for 25 are going to improve. Now, of course, can't overlook the division, though. But, hey, I just thought I'd throw my 2 cents in on the schedule. So, hell, come May, I'm ready. I know it's only January, and I'm already to see who's the opponent for week 1 that the Texans will take on and who's the opponent for week 18 that the Texans play. Hopefully not another division opponent, but what do I know? But only time will tell. But I just thought I'd throw my 2 cents in on the regular season opponents that the Texans are going to be battling. So, but till then, got to get through the regular season. Not regular, the NFL postseason, along with the upcoming free agency and the NFL draft. So, there you have it. Houston checking on up out of here. Peace, love, and respect, and I'm gone.